Hello, my name is Federico Estol. It's a pleasure to be in the Belo Horizonte International Festival, Photographic FIFBH. I was selected with my last project, Shine Heroes, and I will show this slideshow what it's about, because I think when you making a research in how to work with fiction in imaginary to change realities, to change or help in social realities. So I am a photographer. I start with documentary approach, but if you see, suddenly I was turning to using fiction, to using collage, to using different kind of tools to engage with the people. It's nice to be in a festival in Brazil, because for me, Paulo Freire teach me. He's not a photographer, he's a popular educator from Latin America, from Brazil. And from this guy, I learned how to adapt the language or the visual language to normal people or people outside the art world, or how to work with people from normal background, no, especially visual communities or universities, people from the streets, and also try to help them with the imaginary. And all the gathering or the meetings that I have start with this kind of things, that is like a round of people talking together, knowing each other. And first, I will be open to now impose my vision, to have the vision of the people, and try to make, to build a narrative together, or to do a project. I work in Uruguay as a social worker in rural areas, and I do this kind of thing that is sculpture for small towns, and we decide the shape of each sculpture with the people. So I've been doing this for 10 years, or maybe this stage, that is the norm, the shape of the stage was a guitar, because they are really good musicians in this town in Uruguay. So I work all the time with people. We invent or we create the flag of the town if the town don't have a flag. These kind of things we do with small towns in rural areas. So I know very good how to engage and connect, and to put something together that try to change in the public space the relation with the art or the monuments or these kind of things. And my idea to work as a photographer or as a community organizer like this came from these guys that I love, that is Shaw Ripper, that make an agency of the popular photographers from the favela. And this guy, Shaw Ripper, do a lot of things, but I choose how to make the edition with the people together, and these people have the control of the edition of each publication. So you work with people, but they choose what they want to show to the rest. No, the photographer choose how to show them. So it's very important to make a point in this, because I like to be true and to be very ethical in my photography. So make the edition with the people. And also I'm very interested in some strategies in art to try to collaborate in a better life, but very, very going to the point of the life of the people. So it's not charity, but it's like a mechanism of collaboration to maybe have an economical change. Or so Robert Salzman in USA make a collaborative artwork with people from the prison, and the photographer take the portrait and then stick it in a canvas, a white canvas, and the guy from the prison try to make his own art with text or drawing. So is the photographer make the portrait, and the people from the portrait make an art work, and they make a collaborative work, and they sell it in the art world, and they share the profits. The prison, this guy when came out from prison have a money because they sell this artwork in New York, for example. JR, that is very well known in the art world, make this huge installation that is quite good, so working in the street. These people from the slum in Kenya, and they print the eyes of the woman of these houses, and also getting waterproof the roof of these small villages with the art. So the print of the canvas of these eyes in Kenya, also the people use as a waterproof for the rain and getting good quality of life. Big Muniz from Brazil, this project about collaborate with the dump, or the people who work in the rubbish in the Rio. So they make these pieces with trash from the dump of Rio de Janeiro, and people who work in the slum trying to pick in the garbage and recycling the garbage, collaborate with the artist and make a whole composition. The photographer take a picture, they sell the picture in the art world, and the money returns to the community as a very well and very important contribution in money from the art world. So going social, going to the art world, and then coming back to the social side. But because I think the art world and the art market have the power to give funding to these people, trying to connect the interest of both sides. So I like to be a medium and connect this side, the size of the art market also, and the people. Jan Hoek, for example, from Holland, make a very changing in this crew of mototaxi in Africa. They have a name. For example, this is Gregory Isaacs, the Rigi man, and the photographer only collaborate with the mototaxi driver to have a very good costume and some costumes and tuning of the motorbikes to have the character of each mototaxi. For example, this is Liverpool Football Club, and they put like football and Red Devils and red and the helmet. So the art process make these guys such a character that all the people from the borderline in Kenya and Tanzania wants to be and to ride with this mototaxi. So the art process is connecting the economical side, and so this is I want to share in the festival because it's a strategy to contribute. It's a research of how to try to connect the art market and the small problems from a small part of the society in Latin America, all the world. So I made my project Shine Heroes because the reality in Bolivia is this: children, people with ski mask in the street, polishing shoes, the dirty hands, and all the people do a lot of discrimination of these guys because they say they are criminals, they are drug addicts, but in fact they are normal people. So I work trying to don't show these kind of things, because if I have the typical journalistic approach or documentary approach, the stigma was so strong that the people, the ski mask is so strong, so the people will get really don't change the perception. And I wanted to have a tool of showing a new side, more human and more not so dangerous faces. And this the shoe shiners say to me that the dirty hands and the ski mask was so related with some danger that it's impossible that the people can see them as a normal people or as a worker. So when we have this kind of problems of discrimination, we must use fiction and stage photography, for example, but it's not the stage photography of the photographer, it's the stage photography of a process of 3 years working together, and also working with some group of shoe shiners who has a shoe shiners newspaper. So we make a plan to have all the project in one photo book for the streets, and this street photo book will sell, or was sold by the shoe shiners. So working in really good workshops with the shoe shiners, all Saturdays we go together in this newspaper and we create a solution for our problem, trying to connect the hero of the city with the shoe shiners. And with the people from the shoe shiners, all Saturdays, we create these connections with the hero. They hide the identity, it's the same of a hero. They hide the work they hide the work from the relatives or the families. So your mother doesn't know that you work as a shoe shiner. They have the enemies as the police or other shoe shiners. It's the same of a superhero. They have the villain, so they must be a villain. They have special tools. They have a special cave or shoe shiner shelter that they hide the creams and the brush. So, and they also make a good action to the society because they polish shoes. So it's impossible that people who polish shoes can be bad because it's getting brighter and getting your image very good. So we decide with the shoe shiner to use these backgrounds from the city of El Alto and continue a process of 2 years of shooting Saturdays in the city of Alto and La Paz. First, we do a storyboard with the shoe shiners. In the storyboards, in the drawings, you can see the villains, you can see some relations, you can see some superpowers. For example, we have final pictures of the project and the inspiration in drawing and cartoons. So the production of shoe shiners was like in a minibus that we get from a friend, and the shoe shiners, we make the whole narrative that we create together in the storyboard in playing around. So was like a holiday from them. So you take from the working day these people that is Saturday, but they appreciate to have a new thing to do, also to do an art project or some photography, to have a new perception from the society. We make superpowers with mirrors, with flashes inside the jackets, inside the shirts of the shoe shiners. And this is the final result. This is the narrative, the shines, heroes in action. This is recharging the power, making the ritual before going to the city, going in action to the city, activating of the powers, searching from people to help, searching for problems, showing the problems, showing the resistance, and the hero going to help the people and becoming gold shoes. The shoe shiners make this action in each corner of the city and fight with the villain, make a fight with the shoe shiners, and they finally are the winners of the fighting and the savers and protectors of the shoes of the people inside or in front of the presidential palace, the shine heroes, and finally going to home as a shine hero. And the most powerful of things that the shoe shiners do an art project, a photo book at the same size of the newspaper, and also making postcards of the pictures, and they sell it. So the distribution of the art is for the same people involved in the social issue to try to help or to try to combat with an art piece that will be in the streets. And this is the book, a collaboration, the paper from Chile, printing in Bolivia, design from Uruguay, editor from Uruguay, Diego Vidart, and also the shoe shiners. And they show the final result and talk with the people and try to fight against this discrimination with a piece of art that going through the fiction is a better way to move the shapes of discrimination. So it's good to be to use this tool, because the documentary approach is good, but sometimes the new generation or the people from nowadays that see a lot of fiction, and it's good to be like a storyteller, to be open to use documentary approach, fiction. This is the project, and a lot of, first we make an exhibition in the streets of Bolivia where the shoe shiners work. They sell the photo book. Then in Bolivian exhibition, they were the hero and the artist in the presentation of the book, singing autograph to the people. This was in Argentina, the project in Lithuania, Switzerland, Uruguay, Korea, Spain, Finland, Romania, the Metro of Spain, Portugal, several awards and publications in China, Paris Photo Book Award. This is the exhibition that is still now in the Center of Photography. It's open in Uruguay, the museum, and they have a installation and also a mirrors to show the shoes of the people and make an interaction and a reflection about how to the meaning of your shoes, at least for you. This is the question. And I finally, it's like a manifest of working in social approach. It's like a 10 points of how to use photography as a social tool. We are all the authors, and all we produce the project in a true way, involved as a photographer or as a creator in social issues for NGOs, unions, social civil organization, independent media. Make an action of this. You need only a corner, a street, a neighborhood, not all the world. Make a concrete action, works for the art world and also works for the people involved. So you can work with this methodology or research in every part of the city or any contact. We make an edition and a control, a circulation of the project together. And also we share the profit. That this is, for me, is how I understand art. Because if I work with people from a very critical background, if I make money with my project, we share the profits, because it's the ethical way. So the first thing that I do with the collective is to be true, and if I get a publication and an award or something like that, we put this money to produce a second edition of the photo book. Or now we have some money from the photography and the art world. It's about $1,500, and I will send to Bolivia to print a calendar of shoe shiners. A new idea to sell now in Christmas. So we all the time do this. And finally, I must say that it's important to be in touch, and this is a contract for life. If you share in a collaborative way and the project travel around, you must be all the time communicating with the people, and I will connect with a social worker who work with the shoe shiners in this newspaper. So we have a decisioning group of which will use the money, and it's important to make a very truthful bond with the shoe shiners or with the collective to work in these social issues. And I believe that a photography art project can change realities, but in a really small part, and also collaborate in an economical way. So I'm quite into, and I hope all the people in the festival share this knowledge, and I was a meaningful talking with all of you, and it's a pleasure to be in this festival. Thank you very much. My name is Federico Estol. This is my website, and was a pleasure to be in touch. And for me, this is the best result of a project, an artwork to try to change a discrimination situation in a concrete street of a country in the world. And for me, it's a small change is a big change. So I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.